Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Nollywood Insiders. I'm super excited to be here again. My name is New Heaven Abraham, and today we have an amazing movie to review. Thank you to Tamara for making this video possible. More details about them is in the description below. Today I will be reviewing an amazing Nollywood movies. Of course, you know, here in Nollywood Insiders we talk about Nollywood movies, amazing blockbuster movies, and it is none other than Something Like Gold. So actually, I was thinking Something Like Gold, it should be maybe a movie of mining of gold or anything that has to do with gold, but no, it's not. So the movie Something Like Gold is streaming live on Netflix. It's been on the cinemas, but it was brought to Netflix lately. So firstly, the protagonist is Sandra Okunzuwa. She played the role Tamara Jola Scott. The movie talks about a prominent man who is known as Mr. Jola Scott. The character was portrayed by Mr. Patrick Doyle, and he has a beautiful daughter who is Tamara. He's the CEO of a company, and you know, where there is business relations and they would want the family to also be more connected by bringing their children together to marry. So that's what happened. Tamara was supposed to marry the son of the real owner of the company, Demola. Demola was portrayed by the amazing Timini Egbuson. And guess what? On the day of their wedding, Demola's father realizes that Tamara's father has been stealing company's fund. He has been stealing from the company over time, and so this causes a lot of uproar. It begins to go to the blogs, newspapers, television news. All the assets of her father was seized, and I don't know, it is normal for the father not to want his son to marry this man's daughter again. But then I feel like if you really love someone and you want to be with them, family issues with father should not be, and it should not come in the way. But then for the character Demola is an obedient son that does as he is told. So that was what happened. He called off the wedding and Tamara was frustrated. At the time, she had treated her friends so badly and they all left her. The father sent someone to go pick her up and take care of her until he's free. Apparently, the father had sent Auntie Mayowa. Auntie Mayowa was played by the beautiful Mercy Johnson Okojie. Auntie Mayowa was a staff in the house whilst growing up, and the story had it that she's actually the mother of Tamara. Apparently the man had slept with her, and you know, the wife found out. To clear the family's name, they just made it look like she gave birth to her and all that comes with it. She was sent to take care of Tamara until the father was free because he was arrested, all his assets was freezed and all that. She had to stay in the ghetto. You know, when you're used to living in luxury, then all of a sudden everything just drops, that you have to go and live in the ghetto. In fact, the house she was living in had that was the highlight of the movie for me. So the ceiling was leaking and water was dropping inside the room. This is normal for ghetto houses, of course, but it's crazy how they said the water dropping is from the toilet, like it's toilet water inside somebody's room. That's just crazy, because how do you even survive living in such a room? That was the ordeal that Tamara had to go through, being that she didn't have much with her anymore. And that left me with a question. You're a prominent man's daughter and his asset was seized, not yours. So how is it that you go broke the moment your father goes broke? You should have some funds with you. And how is it that you only have 4 friends in your entire life? This aspect wasn't realistic for me, because a normal person who is not from a prominent home has more than 4 friends. Even a secondary school student has more than 10 friends. So how is it that you, as a prominent man's daughter, who definitely would have people come around her, even if not for you, for the fame and, you know, the rich man vibes that comes with associating with you, you should have a lot of friends. I didn't see that as realistic. And then you just go broke. You're not like someone who's just starting a business or whatever. Your father must have sent you money. You must have, had some good amount of money in your bank account to at least rent an apartment or even a hotel room. She literally had to sleep in the car all night. Just take your ATM and go. Even me that is not so rich, I will just take my ATM and go and book a hotel. So how do you sleep in a car? Your father's assets was seized and not yours. So I don't know if her own assets was seized. The movie didn't tell us about this, but I feel like that was an unrealistic move. If you want us to know that she was stranded, there are other ways. Let us know that she was trying to use her ATM, it wasn't working. She called and went to this person's house. She was rejected. Give us more reasons. Don't just make us want to assume things. So at the ghetto where Tamara had to go, she met the character Tunde. Tunde was played by the handsome Kunle Remi, and of course there was this vibe where they get to start liking themselves, fell in love and stuff. The wood workshop of Tunde, initially there were no wood samples, there was just one, and I feel like that's also not realistic, because if you own a wood shop, you'd want to keep samples there so that anyone passing would see some of your works and not just one. In subsequent episodes we saw some wood samples. So let's say that the person in charge of wood samples on the movie set came late. Let's just assume that's what happened, because at some point I was like, no, there should be wood samples here. And over time, one of the episodes, I saw quite a number of them. I said, okay. Somebody came late to set. So they fell in love and she was trying to help him expand his business. And my question is, they did a dance video in the ghetto. Why was the video trending? Maybe because a rich man's daughter was dancing in the ghetto, but I don't think that's enough to make a video trend. And Damola's father, which was played by Segun Arinze, was telling Damola that look at Tamara, she's making impact. I'm looking at the impact I did not see. Is it ordinary ghetto dance? So that made Damola want to go back to get her, to marry her. And Damola's father forgave Tamara's father, released him, reinstated him in the company but in a lower position. And then Damola wanted to marry Tamara yet again. And he was making it look like she should be grateful that she's finally getting to marry him and stuff. Tamara decided that she didn't want it again because she was so in love with Tunde. And I have another question. Tunde came one evening and said, let me show you the outfit I'll be wearing for my pitch meeting. He had a pitch meeting where he was going to talk about woodwork in a very prominent company. So he wanted to show his outfit for the meeting to Tamara. And according to the movie, inside the movie, he said the pitch meeting was for tomorrow. And he wore one local suit like that. Tamara was not impressed. So according to the movie, the next day, Tamara sold her iPhone to buy a lesser Android for herself and Auntie Mayowa, and then used 200,000 to buy a suit for Tunde. This was the next day. Tunde still never go pitch meeting until the next day. So I don't understand. When exactly is the pitch meeting? Because I was asking, you said you have a pitch meeting for tomorrow, and then it was the next day, which is obviously tomorrow. They had to cell phone, buy you the outfit, and yet you've not gone. So did he make a mistake by saying tomorrow instead of next tomorrow? So I believe that should be a production oversight. The movie, Something Like Gold, is worth watching. There's a lot of drama that comes with it, a lot of highs and lows, emotions, love, ghetto, and every other drama. And I feel like Mercy Johnson doesn't get enough of her flowers. She needs flowers that is as big as this. In fact, this is too small. She always nails her role. As in, I don't know how she does it, but she has proven over time that whatever it is that you want her, is it ghetto? Is it a prominent rich auntie vibes? Whatever aspect, whenever you see a movie and you see Mercy Johnson, she's always at the peak of it. She's always nailing it. And in this movie, I must say that she is a stellar actress. And I'm super, super, super excited for her. Timini's character in the movie, which is Damola, he is a family boy. He's just that son who doesn't have a decision on his own. He literally does whatever his father says whatever his family members want and not what he wants. Obviously, he really wanted to marry Tamara, and because the father said, her father stole from me, so he won't marry her, he decided not to marry her. And the same father woke up one day and said, she's doing so well now, go and marry her, and then he goes to marry her. Those kind of men, run away from them. Oh. The ones that they don't have a decision on their own, their family determines whatever they do. Run, oh, run, oh, run, oh. Because when it comes to making critical family decisions, whatever you say, whatever you need, whatever your children needs will not come first. All that would matter is what his family says about that decision. And you would, trust me, you wouldn't want such a man as a husband. So I will say that Tamara actually dodged a bullet by not agreeing to marry Demola. I would implore you to go watch the movie Something Like Gold. It is really interesting. It is worth the time, and it is worth every single data that you use to watch it. It is streaming live on Netflix. Thank you so much for watching this episode on the Nollywood Insiders. I remain your humble host, New Heaven Abraham, and I implore you to like, to share, to subscribe, to share our link to your friends, your loved one, your enemies, your well-wishers, everybody around you, so that they will join in this fun. Till I come your way again with another episode on the Nollywood Insiders, have a good one. Peace out.